Hey everybody, my name is Julius.
And my name is Megan.
We are both Asian Americans who live in New York and New Jersey. This is our first podcast during COVID-19, aka the coronavirus. So what's your reaction right now?
I think this whole thing's a little crazy, and
I had to sit back and think to myself a few times to really say that this was really happening right now. So I know the story behind this was supposedly the virus jumped from an animal somewhere in Wuhan, China, an animal to a human because the human ate that particular animal. Mm-hmm. And then therefore it spread throughout from China on into other
the human
nations.
population.
Right. So what was your first reaction?
My first reaction when I heard that it was in China, I wasn't worried because I didn't think it was going to come here to the US.
Right.
So my first reaction was like, I don't have to really worry about it. But it was concerning to see how many people were dying from it and to see how many people were getting sick over there in China. And what were your initial thoughts?
I knew it was something serious. Mm-hmm. They were comparing it to SARS, and I didn't think it was going to be this big, where it is today. But my initial thoughts, I was worried. I did ask my friend Daryl, who lives in Japan, because I know that we were planning to go to Japan later this year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I asked him, what his thoughts were and, how they were reacting to it toward, I think early January or late January, he was here. And he was telling me that there wasn't much going on in Japan. So, I didn't think it was going to be anything crazy yet.
Right.
That it would, it would spread this much. But what was your first reaction when we first saw the first case in the United States?
Oh, I was scared because it was spreading like wildfire in China. So I was like, if it spreads here in the US, it's going to spread even crazier.
I was actually not too worried. I thought that this was going to get maintained or contained
like from the get-go?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And then long and behold, we hear these stories about cruise ships coming in
with batches of people who have the disease. It's
Every
crazy.
single person on that ship, including the captain, had the virus. And it was very alarming. The next topic we're going to talk about is Trump's travel ban. So Trump did input a travel ban into the United States from countries, I believe only in Europe at this point, that caused a lot of stir around the world because everyone was trying to get back into the United States because everyone feared in other countries that they were not going to be able to get back in.
Yeah, that's correct.
I know that a lot of people who came back to their jobs were not able to work right away because
they had to be quarantined, right? Because they were traveling.
Correct. So they had to quarantine themselves for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Including my mother and I believe my two sisters who went to Bermuda, and they had to self-quarantine themselves just because they were out of the country. Well, during this time, during the travel ban, there was a lot of things popping up. So NBA did stop all of their games, so their season was halted. Mm-hmm. One of the first cases was with Rudy Gobert on the Utah Jazz. Mm-hmm. They were about to play, I believe it was Utah Jazz and OKC Thunder. And they were just about to do a tip-off. Then all of a sudden, the teams went back into their locker room and they told the fans that the game was canceled or postponed, rather. Mm-hmm. And come to find out that Rudy Gobert was tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. One thing that he did apologize for was him touching everyone's stuff as a joke just because he said he was sick or he felt under the weather before he got tested positive for the coronavirus, and he was touching everyone's belongings in the locker room, including the microphones of the camera people, before he got tested. Right. And he thought it was very funny, but he did send out an apology saying that it was a mistake for him and he apologized. Later, we found out that another superstar on his same team was tested positive, which was Donovan Mitchell as well. But now everyone seems to be, all the leagues, all the major leagues, concerts. We were supposed to go to a Lupe concert.
Oh, yeah.
Was it today or yesterday?
Last night we were supposed to go.
We were supposed to see Lupe concert, Lupe Fiasco. Food and Liquor Tour, probably his only thing that he's ever going to do that I've always wanted to go to.
Watch, yeah.
Watch, But, it's canceled.
It's rescheduled.
Right.
For June or July.
One of those dates. But, everything has come to a halt. Literally the entire United States has shut down. So what is life for you during the first week of the shutdown?
Life is a lot of Netflix.
A
lot of TV, games. A lot of
Call of Duty.
A lot of Call of Duty, a lot of just hanging out, trying to quarantine ourselves, stay away from everyone.
Are you working from home as well?
Yes, I am working from home. Well, at first, we weren't shut down right away. I work for a medical company, so we were open for about probably half of the first week that everyone was shutting down. And then we recently just started working from home.
Same. Recently, I worked at a plate company, and I work in the supply chain as a supply chain planner. We've been working from home since last week. We've been taking precaution, and since we have our laptops, we're able to work from home. But the thing is, we're still up in business. But this definitely has impacted our sales and our whole entire supply chain. I
feel like everyone is either working from home. A lot of people are actually losing their jobs because of this. It's crazy. It's sad to see a lot of people filing for unemployment.
Yeah, it's not a good time right now. People who work hourly and who depend on their daily jobs just to survive. This is gonna take a huge impact, in our economy, and the stock market is down. We don't know how long this is gonna last for. Yeah. So Trump is saying that this could last till June or July.
Even August.
Right, and it's crazy. Even sneakers stock X is taking a hit. Said a lot of sneakers are dropping. Get those Off-Whites right now. They're at all-time low right now. People are selling them just because they can't afford to hold them and let it cook. All those hype beasts, get those kicks right now. Get them off the hot.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of companies are coming to a halt, or I see in emails they're all advertising. A lot of the restaurants, they're all shut down. They're only open for pickup and delivery. And a lot of them are advertising free delivery or free curbside delivery. They're just trying to make their business, keep going.
Right. I've also heard about Asian restaurants having to close down due to loss of business.
Yep, I heard Chinatown's like a ghost town. No one wants to go.
A lot of restaurants that were a big hit in Chinatown and just Chinese restaurants and Asian restaurants had a huge impact. Have to shut down their doors due to no customers, pretty much. And there's nothing that they could do about it. This coronavirus has definitely,
taken its toll on, these restaurants.
Right.
Businesses.
Right. Not to mention Trump calling this specific virus the China virus. He stamps it as that. He says that it's from China. I'm calling it the China virus. This stirred up a lot of backlash in the Asian community.
Right. I mean, what he did try to mean was that the virus came from China.
Right.
But the way he said it, people took it the wrong way.
Right. I know that Jeremy Lin, also from the NBA, the Lin Sanity, the All-Star from many years back, he put his 2 cents into this as well. He posted on Twitter by him saying that it was deemed as the China virus. It was empowering discrimination, right? Pretty much saying that it's okay to look at Asians that way. It's labeled as them that caused it.
It's sad. So, it has made a lot of discrimination in our country. You hear stories on the news about people getting, Asians getting sprayed with Lysol by just random people on the subway.
Yeah, I did see that. Mm-hmm. It was sad. He was literally doing nothing on the subway.
Minding his own business.
Mm-hmm. He was standing up, looking the other way, and another American was just telling him to move and get out of the way.
Or else he was going to spray him.
Right. There was another incident on the news as well that I saw. Someone got punched in New York City just because that Asian was not wearing a protective mask.
Right.
That's just wrong. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's, like, what kind of sense is that? I don't know. So
I don't understand either.
There was another incident in California. An Asian American was singled out to leave the classroom just because he was coughing. And supposedly there was other people in the classroom that was non-Asian that was coughing, and for some reason he was singled out out of that whole entire classroom to leave. And this stirred up, of course, a huge discrimination lawsuit.
Right. I think I heard about that same story, and he was actually just coughing because he was choking, like water went down the wrong pipe.
Right.
And it didn't have anything to do with the virus itself.
Last week, we did go to a grocery store. I know that you did experience, it wasn't anything too crazy, but what exactly happened at that grocery store?
We were both looking at food, and all of a sudden you ever feel like you have eyes on you?
Mm-hmm.
I felt that, and I turned around, and it was a gentleman looking at both of us. He just kept staring at us, and I just looked the other way, and I turned back again a few seconds later to see him still staring at us. And I believe it's because we were Asian. We were really the only Asians in that store. So
he did take a double take. He kept just staring?
I think he was staring the whole time, even when I stared back at him.
What do you think about all the situation with the hoarding in grocery stores, about toilet paper and all that, and hand sanitizer, masks?
I mean, I get it. You want to protect yourself. You want to be safe. But at the same time, it's like, don't be so greedy. Right. There's other people out there who don't even have that, So
I know. What are you going to do? Wipe your ass like 10 times a day? You're going to...
Yeah, what are you going to do with all that toilet paper?
It's sad. It's crazy because this is really a preview of what it will be like if the world was going to end.
Right.
And it's sad that people are hoarding toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and they're trying to resell it for...
They're trying to make a profit off of all this.
1,000%. No, not even 100 times, 300 times the price.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. I'm actually really happy that Amazon and eBay are doing something about these resellers.
Right.
They call them grocery gougers.
Yeah, I believe it was grocery gougers.
Shopping gougers. What the hell is that? They're freaking resellers.
Yeah.
People have been doing this for a long time. Including, I used to do it with sneakers.
Yeah, it's crazy now because there's no chicken left.
There's nothing left.
No milk, no eggs. Left. It's ridiculous.
All of the shelves are literally gone.
Wiped out.
We went to Aldi first. That was done. Forget
there was
about it.
There was no meat. There was no poultry. Nothing.
And after we went to Stop and Shop.
We went to ShopRite.
ShopRite, and everything was gone too. Pasta was gone. Eggs. Poultry. Yeah. It was crazy.
You know what's good though? A lot of stores now are putting limits on things. So it's at Aldi, I believe it was 6 of each thing you were allowed to buy, each product. And then we went to ShopRite and you're only allowed 2.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard stories actually from people I know. For toilet paper, it was only 1 per household.
Wow.
So a friend of mine thought it would be... A friend of mine has a daughter, and sent her daughter to go get another package of toilet paper. And they denied her because they saw that they were together. And so they said it's only one per household.
I mean, they are doing the right thing. You know, it's sad that it came down to this, but they even said that there's no shortage on toilet paper. You know, there's no shortage on food. But this is happening because we're in really a state of emergency.
Yep.
And
everyone's in panic mode.
Right. And this is our real reactions of what's going on. This is America's reactions of what's going on. And again, this is just a preview of what could happen, you know, of something that could be even much, much worse than this.
Right. You even have people stealing things now. Apparently there's looters out there.
There are a lot of looters out there, and it's, you know, it's the lower income areas in the United States. I did see a video, a few, where people were literally just stealing makeup. I don't know why. Yeah. Stealing makeup and just walking out. And the employees just let them walk out. It's funny, my friend of mine sent me a picture of, what was it, 1877 versus 2020. And it was 1776 versus 2020. The picture of 1776 was the Revolutionary War, and the 2020 is the Purge Anarchy.
It's scary. I feel like if we continue to be like this, continue the looting, continue hoarding, I feel like it could turn into the Purge.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't.
That
it's
would
scary.
be bad news. That would be, you know, we would lose control. The president would absolutely lose control of this whole entire nation, and it would probably go down worldwide. Right.
But on a positive note, I've seen a lot of people helping each other and giving back to the community. You know, all the kids are not in school, and a lot of kids don't have lunch. I actually saw that people were making lunches for kids who don't have lunch, and they're just donating it and giving it for free.
Where was this?
I think it's somewhere in New Jersey. It's like a local school is doing it. Or, you know, it's just people coming together and, you know, they're taking donations and just giving it out to people who really need the food.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to do whatever we can to go to help others and stop this madness on what's going on.
Right.
So the whole thing now is about personal distance of 6 feet or more. What is this called again? Social distancing.
Oh, social distancing. Yeah, that's right. My mom went to a store and they made specific rules where they have to be 6 feet apart with their carts throughout the store. They were only letting a select few in at a time.
Did you see those lines that were at Costco?
Oh my goodness. They were like all throughout the parking lot. It was crazy.
There was one that I saw on the news yesterday, I believe. They had to go make the line zigzag in the damn parking lot. It was so large, and they had to keep 6 feet away from each other.
Oh, so that's what made it so long.
Right. But still, that line was literally, it was massive. I think they had a helicopter fly over and do a whole shot of it, and it was crazy. And you see people's reactions saying that do not go inside. It's madness.
Oh, I'm sure even just the line to check out, it's like...
It was
long
that
too.
long. Your mom was in Costco as well, right?
She said she was there when it opened, and she said people were lining up already, and it was just craziness. You know, actually, I feel like it should be getting better though within the next few weeks. I feel like people will stop panic buying, and it's just more out of necessity what they need. We actually went out, and it was busier than usual, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Today?
No, the last time we went out. When we went to Aldi and ShopRite.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
People seemed very maintained, well maintained. They were very calm. It looks like people understood what was going on, didn't panic. Right. The only thing was that there was just the shelves were gone.
Yeah. Remember that one guy behind us?
What was he doing?
He was just buying one carton of ice cream.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. So, that guy literally was just looking at around. He was behind us and was just like shaking his head, like, "Look at these people."
Yeah, he was like, "You guys are making a big deal out of nothing."
Right. And you know what? I have to give him a lot of respect just because, he literally right there just to buy ice cream.
Yep.
And I guess he's just gonna chill at home and relax,
enjoy his night,
enjoy Netflix or whatever it is, or some Hulu, and just eat his ice cream. Yeah, and like
he was in no panic at all, while everyone behind us had like a full cart of food.
Right. You know what? Seeing that kind of made me realize, it. Not to go take things too seriously, but at the same time, yes, we do have to take it seriously, but
take precaution.
But we can't get to the point where we over panic.
Where it drives us mad and crazy.
I asked my friend from Japan. Shout out to my boy Daryl, living in Japan. He said that Japan they weren't panicking. It was very civil over there, and he was just taking precautions, not going out, making sure not to go spread the virus or try to catch it, and he didn't mention anything about any of the craziness that we're mentioning now.
Right.
He didn't mention any of the looting, of the overbuying of toilet paper. It's crazy over here.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I feel like there's a good amount of people that are panic buying, but then there's also a good amount of people that are still partying and taking spring breaks and going on vacation.
Right.
And they're bringing back the virus home with them.
I know that bars are allowed to be open until 6 p.m. Is that right? Something like that? Or 8 p.m.?
I don't know about it anymore.
Oh, you're right. I don't know anymore.
So the last thing I saw was that restaurants, they're doing food until 8 p.m. For takeout. And they're also including alcoholic beverages to take out. Mm-hmm. That's the last I saw. Which I guess is good marketing.
With your significant other.
Yeah.
But they're just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
They're just trying to be in business.
Yeah.
They're just trying to go pay their bills like everyone else. And it's crazy. We're at a time where what did we do today? So today we went on a drive, just a random drive. Check out the mall, the Garden State Mall, and that was completely empty. It kind of looked like a ghost town on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then Garden State Mall.
On a Saturday, it's popping there.
It's popping. So driving there was very, very strange.
Right. We were actually on a busy street, and you just stopped and looked at your phone, and I was like, we would not be able to do this on a normal given Saturday over there.
And that's how big of an impact this is. All these all these stores are closed. Everything is shut down for an entire. They said it was gonna be 2 weeks, and then it turned into a month, and then it turned into
months.
Or
I won't be surprised if it turns into a year.
That's scary.
Because I feel like we'll get through it right now, and then another wave of the flu season will hit us. So
when do you think this is gonna end?
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know. I'm hoping for July, August, but I can still see it going on until the rest of the year, into next year.
we're gonna be pretty much living in
a bubble
this whole entire time, and a ghost town.
Yeah.
And
very sad to think about. We had so much planned.
Right. But
yeah,
man, everything is pretty much getting pushed back.
Yeah, everything's getting pushed back or canceled.
Right. You know what? A lot of this is actually a lot of. I'm a DJ, and our upcoming gigs are going to be canceled, due to this.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of weddings that are being postponed, and that's years. Some people have a year, 2 years of planning, and just like that,
you just gotta cancel it.
It's gonna be canceled. It's gonna move.
Hopefully, get your refund.
Right. And look, you have to start all over again, and it's really just a sad time right now.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, someone held their wedding this week when they weren't allowed to, and they were fined $2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. But I feel like they totally deserve it because they're putting everyone at risk.
Right.
Their guests, even the workers that are there.
Right. Yeah. Those guests are troopers for doing that.
Yep.
For those.
I would party in a bubble.
Those workers, right?
Party in a hazmat suit.
Those workers, they're very brave people as well.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, a lot of people out there are so brave. All our doctors and nurses and
shout out to all those doctors and nurses.
My mom.
Helping those patients. My sisters.
Even the public transportation. Your dad.
Yeah. New Jersey Transit.
Yep.
He's still serving the people.
People got to get to work.
Day. Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They got to get around.
I did talk to him. Mm-hmm. He did say, I did ask him, how was it? Are you getting any customers at all? And he did say he has a few. Mm-hmm. People do have to get to work from New Jersey to the city.
That's true, yeah.
And
that's their only way.
And New Jersey Transit, in all these public transportations, they have to stay on, or they have to keep in business because they are part of the government as well.
That's true, yeah. Even like all these stores, food stores are staying open. Walmart's starting to stay open for 24/7.
Right.
I feel like those people are working hard too, stocking, checking you out. They're risking their lives just to check you out. So props to them.
It's I don't, for me, I don't know when this is going to end. Like I'm praying for before the summer. I'm praying for,
I hope so.
As soon as possible. My dad actually told me for the first time. My dad actually told me before I left his house. Pray once in a while. Pray for this right now. It's pretty it's pretty crazy though. He's right. I do.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, I prayed the other night about it.
I do say my prayers every night, most every night. But this was, this is very.
It's a scary time.
It is.
Yeah, even my grandma was crying to my mom, and she was like, I don't know what's going on in this world, and she was like really upset. She was crying about it. She's like all of us. She's just scared.
You did send me that video. Oh no, your mother sent me that video of in Philippines that they were sanitizing the streets. Yeah, they were spraying some sort of chemical or whatever it was in the streets.
Right.
In Philippines, which in which province was that?
It's in Balete, Aklan. So they're taking precautions over there. They're on lockdown too as well. So, what do you think the future month will be like? What do you think it's going to be like until our next podcast? Do you think it's going to be the same thing? You think it's going to get crazier?
I don't know. I need to go food shopping again. I got nothing.
It's I'm scared to go even food shopping.
Yeah. But I mean,
but you gotta do it.
You gotta do what you have to do.
Yeah.
You can't. You know what? It sucks, but you can't live in this fear. If it comes down to it.
Yep. You just gotta wash your hands.
Right.
Take precautions.
Take precautions. You have to wash your hands. Keep that hand sanitizer by you at all times. Don't touch anything that everyone else been touching, such as door handle.
Just be aware.
Yeah. So what do you think it's gonna be like? For like for the next how about this? A month from now.
A month from now? Actually, a month from now, I feel like it's not going to spread as much, but I feel like it's spreading rapidly right now because I just feel like a lot of people aren't taking it seriously.
They did say China did not have any more cases.
I did see that anymore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But is that accurate? Do you think that is 100% true?
I think it's. You don't think it's accurate?
Maybe there's, of course it can't be fully accurate. Maybe there's one or two,
they said like there's zero
cases.
Oh, I don't think it's completely accurate, but I think they did lessen the amount, or it's not as spreading as rapidly as it was.
You also hear, I know that Italy as well. I know they have it very, very bad out there as well.
They're extreme lockdown.
But why though? Why is Italy much more worse?
I think they had a lot of tourists. I don't know why. And maybe they weren't taking it as seriously. I was reading a post, and then it was people from Italy speaking to the public that listen to your government. I wish we listened earlier, or something like that. Like they.
So pretty much everyone got infected right away. That's pretty much it, correct?
They got it, yeah. Well, I think it spread really rapid over there. But apparently our trend is similar to Italy's.
Wow.
That's what I heard last. I think China was more contained than Italy.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Man, I remember seeing those videos of China. It looked like a movie.
Oh, man,
People crying and just getting dragged out.
Yeah,
It literally looked like
it's crazy. They knock on your door, take your temperature, and if it's over, they drag you out.
Right.
It's so sad.
How scary is that?
I know.
Like someone knocking into your door and just all of a sudden you have to open it and then you get dragged out.
Right.
You watch your loved ones get dragged out, and it's just it was a very powerful image that I watched, and it was literally something like out of a movie.
Scary.
And the only thing you could say to yourself is just, this is happening. Yeah. This is real.
I saw another video in China, and it was a little girl, and her mom is a nurse, and her mom is not able to go back to her family because she doesn't want to spread the disease, the virus. She was taking care of patients with the virus, and she had to, stay away from her family. And it was just sad to see that the little girl was crying, the mom was crying, and she said, when we fight this, when we beat this, I'll come home to you. I'm going to cry right now.
It's okay right now. So I know that we did give up a lot of things for Lent. What is one of them?
We gave up a lot of things for Lent. We gave up social media.
Social media. No Facebook, no Instagram,
no Snapchat, no Twitter.
I don't use all that.
Well, yeah. Okay. I don't really use Twitter.
TikTok. No, I don't use
TikTok. I deleted TikTok, even though that wasn't our list.
They said it was a
waste.
It was a waste. I forgot. There was a country that said it was a waste of time, so they banned it.
Nah, they have life hacks on it. But
yeah, no, I never used it before.
I mean, yeah. So that was one of the things we gave up. That's a big thing to give up. We gave that up for Lent. So for 40 days, we are social network free.
Right, and it's crazy because at this specific time right now, I can't even imagine what people are posting about.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I'm sure all the stories are nuts.
I'm sure people are posting about not rumors, but sad things that's going on in this world during this COVID-19 virus.
Mm-hmm.
And also things that they're doing right now to make the time pass by.
True. So it's either they're like, you know, putting news stories out there or them chilling on their couch,
right,
watching
playing
Netflix,
games, hanging out.
But you know what's interesting? My one of my friends from another state, she saw a picture on Facebook, and it was the army driving into New York, the streets of New York, and basically like taking over. And she asked me, "Is this true? Is this what's going on?" And I was like, "I haven't heard about that over here. I doubt it. I feel like it's fake news." But it's just interesting to see that what people are seeing on Facebook.
I did see that. I don't know where was that. That was in Italy. They were driving the specific army trucks to ensure that people were not roaming the street.
Yeah,
I did see something like that.
Yeah, I mean, this was definitely the streets of New York, but I don't think it's anything happening right now. Maybe in the future. I can see that happening in the future.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're probably going to see it. The future is a month from now, literally. And
the future's tomorrow.
You know,
we don't know what's going to happen.
One thing about what's going on right now, since a lot of people use public transportation, a high majority use public transportation in New York City, bike shops are booming right now. So
I'm sure a lot of businesses are booming. Netflix, Xbox Live, PlayStation Network.
That's true. We were just playing the old school Call of Duty, original Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and that kept us up for a while. But it looks like we're probably going to be doing that for the next month or so.
Next few months.
Yeah.
Even my brother was like, "Oh, get a Switch. Get a Nintendo Switch so we can all play." So.
But do what you can. You know, everyone is doing their own hobbies.
You gotta stay busy.
We're now selling things on eBay again.
We're selling things on eBay, yeah. Just trying to be productive through all this. We've been cleaning.
Yeah, cleaning a lot.
Yeah.
Trying to do some spring cleaning.
This is like major spring cleaning. But I also feel like this is necessary.
It is.
Actually, this whole thing has made me think about, wow, I'm never home, really. Like, I don't know.
Well, you're working from home now, so, you know. So now you're working from home.
I'm working from home.
You can do whatever. Now you can just.
No, I still work. I'm sitting at my desk 9 to 5. And then I do my laundry right after.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely at a crazy time right now, and this is the very beginning of us seeing the effects of what's gonna happen down the road, and we just have to wait and see. And you know what? We're gonna keep giving everyone updates. We'll let you guys know how it is during our second week, during the shutdown, the third week, the fourth week. We're not just gonna be home being sitting bodies and just let this ride out. You know, we're gonna go drive around, check everything out, because we do have cabin fever all the time. That concludes week 1 during the COVID-19, aka the coronavirus. We'll check back in during week 2. We'll let you know exactly what's going on in this world events, what's going outside,
personal lives.
Just
we'll keep you in the loop. So stay healthy, stay positive.
Wash those hands. Hold those doors with those napkins.
Use that sanitizer.
Sneeze into your elbows. Well, make sure that you have clothes on into your elbows.
Sneeze into your elbows.
stay clean, everyone.
Stay safe.
Peace.
Bye.